aspects of jiu-jitsu. Um, there's a famous saying, like, why would you ignore 50% of the body? So there's that. You do have to be careful. You can put a lot of stress on the knees. So I'll talk about like what to watch out for, either for yourself, if someone comes in and starts doing leg attacks against you, or just keeping your partner safe. So let's talk about the position first. Let's go rotate a little bit this way. So when I am attacking leg attacks, I have to pay attention to the angle. I need to make sure I'm on the inside majority of the time, versus if he's playing butterfly guard, right, him having the control of the inside. Right? So whoever has control of the inside can initiate the leg attack. Right? So usually I need to maneuver myself where I'm on the inside. Okay? Next, I'm going to come in, I'll sit down, I'm going to put one foot on his hip bone, my feet are going to be in line with his rib cage. Having my feet this way, I'm not going to get the clamp that I need with my leg. My other leg, I like to have on the gluteal fold on the other side, and I need to have a pinch here. The muscles squeezing, they're not very impressive. The amount I can squeeze here is not as much as I can get for a push and a pull. So this leg is going to push, and this leg is going to pull here to help maintain the position. Right? A good way to test this is to see, without using any of my arms, he's going to scoot backwards, and I should be able to just hold on to him here. All right. So let's just practice that first, getting into the position. Foot on the hip, foot underneath the gluteal fold. Oh, also the knee line. And you can make sure that this knee is on this side of the knee line versus having it too far extended. If we try to do this now, it's gonna fall apart pretty quick. All right, we'll talk about some setups that we have, but let's do that first. All right. Any questions on? Everyone's body type is going to be different, so find what works best for you. For me, kind of somewhere in the middle or even a little bit deeper. Some people will say the wrist was meant to break the ankle. I don't know. I got tiny wrists, so it doesn't really work out for me. So I need a little bit more. When we're breaking, right? A lot of the times I see the mistake of people going up too high on the leg. So they're up here. You're not going to feel much, right? As you get closer, you feel a little bit, but if you have a lot of tough guys, I'm not going to feel it here. You need to get it right at the end of the ankle this way. This is where we want to be. All right, so it takes a bit of practice, but just like anything, when you first learn the arm bar, it's probably a little bit off. When you first learn the cross collar choke or the rear naked choke, it's probably a little bit off. So this just takes some time, just like anything else, to practice the finish. So I like to slide back. I like blocks of play. So I'm going to fall back until I feel that catch right here, and that's where I want to be. Okay. Next, the angle of my forearm. As people try to finish, the forearm tends to drop and they don't really feel much, right? And you're pulling and you're pulling, I don't understand why it's not finishing, right? I like to use this hand to help keep it up at the correct angle. So now as I lean back, right, he feels it. So now let's add this in to everything here. So I want to make sure that I like to have my forearm while I'm setting up everything, all my legs and all that, just kind of keeping his leg in tight. So then when I'm ready, I can slide it in very easily this way. I grab, it's kind of like a guillotine grip. I grab my own hand this way, keep my elbow in tight, and I start pulling it up, right? I generally don't finish upright. It's like finishing the rear naked choke. When you're seated up, it's usually not going to happen. You want to fall to the side that you're attacking. I don't want to go down to the elbow, right? Because the elbow is attached to the forearm, and that's busy trying to keep the angle. I want to go down to the shoulder, this way here. I'm going to bridge a little bit and pull this up high, and that's going to come in. All right? So a couple points for the break. First one, make sure you're at the tendon, not at the meat of the muscle here. So I want to make sure I can slide back and find that correct spot. Next, the angle of the forearm needs to be correct. If it's down too low, as I try to finish, I don't understand why he's not tapping out. You need to pull this up high and then hit that arch. Third thing, I usually will finish off to the side. Don't go down to your elbow, go down to your shoulder, this way here, right? From here, I make sure I have everything else set. I'm going to bridge, finish, okay? Any questions on that one? All right, so 3 things.